Hello, if you're anything like me, you got a drum kit like last year on sale and you need to learn how to use it. But you've probably gotten it more recently because you're watching this and you might not know, like, how do I play this thing? What do I do? How do I get started? So that's what we're going to do today. So first thing, once you have your kit set up, hit the drums, see how they sound, make sure they're connected. This cymbal's been annoying me today because I have it hooked into the MIDI output to go to Logic, and Logic does not like this zone of the cymbal very much. So that's my little thing for today. But hit your drums, see how they sound. All right, now you're gonna want to find your kick drum. This is gonna be your pedal, your snare, your ride cymbal. This might actually be a crash that you have to lightly tap so it doesn't explode. Like this is my crash here. This is like a ride. And then we have our hi-hat, so I can open and close it virtually. There's a pedal thing down here. It's not actually connected, but this is the hi-hat. All right. And I can also just make the close sound. So practice those drums. Now, you're going to want to find, and you know what? I just messed up. All right, find those 4 drums. I said kick, snare, ride, hi-hat. All right, now the first beat, we're going to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're actually going to subdivide by 2. So we're going to say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so when I subdivide, our beat's going to sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. Well, that's our beat. So our kick's hitting on 1 and 3, snares on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our hi-hat's hitting every 8th note. So we got 4 beats, those are quarter notes, and then we got our and. So whenever we subdivide quarter notes by 2, you get 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Those are all 8th notes. So, that's pretty much, that's the beat. The hard part is learning to play it. So very quickly, we're going to talk about how I got to the point to be able to play this. So the main thing, my left foot, I pretty quickly decide that's just going to keep the hi-hat clamped. I'm not going to move it. It's too much work. Too hard. So next we're going to, I started using 2 limbs at a time. So I practiced just with the kick and snare, 1, 2, 3, 4. I practiced with just the kick and the hi-hat, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I practiced with just the hi-hat and the snare, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And I tried to put them all together. Now I practiced these separately a lot because I thought like maybe I'll be able to put them together. But the fact is, whenever you put these together, it's going to be a mess, and it's probably going to sound more like this. Because your brain's going to be thinking, all right, what's my first beat? Kick, hi-hat, and kick. Okay, don't move the snare. Don't hit the snare. Okay, that's 1. All right, and that's hi-hat. Don't hit anything else on and. 2, hi-hat and snare. Crap, why did I just almost hit the kick? All right, there we go. Like that's what your brain's going to be going through. So go really slow at first. Don't worry if you accidentally hit your snare on like an and or something, just restart. If you have a metronome, if you have an E-kit or a metronome, your E-kit probably has a metronome if you have an E-kit. If you have a metronome, you can use it, set it to a slow tempo. That'll be good. Once you are able to mostly be consistent, maybe you sound more like this. Or maybe you're that like inconsistent with your tempo, but you can go like faster. Like that. That's where starting to use the metronome is helpful at a slow tempo to try and get you to like force your brain to act naturally, I guess. And like smooth out the wrinkles in your playing. And that's that. I think it took me like 2 hours to be able to get this beat, and I'm pretty sure it's been like another hour or 2 for me to be able to talk with it. So yeah, but this beat is basically your foundation for everything in every rock song that's ever existed. So you can pretty much play every song with this. Now, one of the things you can do, so we're counting to 4, we're doing the ands. My right hand right now is only hitting on 2 and 4. So earlier I told you to find the ride cymbal. We're going to switch. Instead of hitting the hi-hat on 8th notes, we're going to hit the ride with our right hand, and our left hand's going to start hitting the snare. All All right. Now, you're going to have to learn this like you did the other one. I'm still really bad at this because I haven't practiced this like at all. But I recommend you practice both of these so both of your hands can drive. Oh, I'm really bad with this way. Now, the other thing I can do, my left hand's now only hitting on 2 and 4. I can start hitting other drums on 1 and 3 with it. You can hear how bad I am at that. Oh, I'm really bad at this. I'm much better this way. But that's why you practice, right? I can do this side, but it's not great because I can't do it the other way. But yeah, just practice, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and it helps to, if you can get used to counting the numbers out loud and playing to it, that'll help a lot. Because what will happen is eventually you're in your head, you're going to start counting in your head automatically. You may not think about it, but in the back of your mind, you're going to be thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and in the back of your mind, there's going to be like a little metronome in your head that you can't control, but it's going to be there. All right. What do we do so far? We did the hitting other notes. We did the basic beat. Let's move the kick drum around. We've been hitting on 1 and 3. What if I add it on the and of 3? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Not very cool. All right, back to the basic beat because I can't talk and do that at the same time. All right, now let's remove it from 3 and put it on the and of 2. 1 and 2 and okay, sorry. I can't count this one out loud at the same time. I need to practice that. This drums takes a long time to learn. You need to practice. But here's how it'll sound. Yeah. Now we're just moving the kick around. Let's move the kick. Let's remove it from the and of 2 and just have it on the and of 3. 1. 1 and 4. All right. Now let's move the kick off of beat 1 as well, and let's move it to the and of 1. So the kick's only going to hit right before the snare does. 1 and... Oh, shoot. I won't be able to count this one either. Sorry, I won't be able to count this one either. All right, so we're just practicing moving the kick around. I recommend you practice that. I also recommend you practice moving the kick around while you're hitting the ride cymbal, but there's no way I'm going to be able to do that today because I haven't practiced it. Now, the one thing we haven't practiced is our left foot. Obviously, when you're practicing this, you're not just going to keep drumming the whole time. I'm just trying to make this more entertaining. I really want my kick drum foot's getting real tired in my leg. Anyways, all right, let's take our left foot. What can we do with it? So it opens and closes the hi-hat. If I open it, oh fudge, that's open. I'm really bad with my hi-hat foot. But I can open it on the and of beats. So it'll be open on all of the ands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all of those ands that'll be open, and it'll be closed on all the other beats. All right, I need to practice more with that, but I mean, you can practice the hi-hat that way. Shoot. I want to open it on the ands because no, we're not going to do that today. What I wanted to do was do the same thing with my left foot because whenever you close, it makes a noise. right? From the hi-hat cymbals closing. But I'm not going to be able to do that right now. But yeah, just practice every combination you can think. And that's how you learn. Now, the other thing you can do is learn drum fills or write drum fills. And the easiest way to do that is with 16th notes. So we talked about 8th notes. You subdivide 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 16th notes. You say 1 E and a, and you just subdivide faster. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So drum fill, if we start on beat 3, I mean, I'll just use the snare drum. 1 and 2 and 3 and a, 4 E and a. All right, and you can see there, I hit the kick on beat 4 there, even though I usually hit kick on 3 and not on 4, but I hit it both times. I'm gonna do that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and a, 4 E and a. 3 and a, 4 E and a. 3 and a, 4 E and a. It's cool stuff. I can also like maybe hit the toms. I'm only using the snare, that's good enough. But I can hit the toms. 1 and 2 and 3 and a, 4 E and a. You know, it has a little bit more variation. Yeah, it's really that simple, and that's drums. I think that's it for this video. But yeah, that's how you build drums. Just go really slowly. And I'm going to be working on it. Hopefully I'll come back with more videos. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, hopefully. Maybe I'll get a better view for next time. I'm getting warm. This is a good workout. All right. I'll see ya. No!